What is up guys, I hope everyone is doing well. In today's video we are going to check out a new gaming headset that has came onto the market from a company called 1More. I haven't worked with them before, but their new gaming headset, the Spearhead VRX, certainly caught my attention. So what we're going to do today is unbox it and do a quick review and let you guys see just how good it is. So as always, before we jump in, let's see what's in the box. The first thing out, of course, is the headset, which we will put to one side, and you then have another box for all of your accessories. In here you will find a micro USB cable for using on the PC. We also have a 3.5mm cable for those who want to rock these on a console, and we have a 1More branded carry pouch, and last up we have the extensive user manual. So before we take a look at the headset, let's quickly look at the specs. So the Spearhead VRX features 50mm maglev graphene drivers, a frequency response of 20 to 20,000 Hz, a 32 ohms impedance, ENC, 3D audio support and Waves NX, which I am dying to show you guys. It's going to be pretty hard to portray it on video, but it's a pretty awesome feature and I think you guys will definitely like it. So the first thing I noticed about this headset is how different it looks in terms of design to most others on the market, but I do think it looks pretty cool. The headband features the split design we have seen before, with a nice brushed stainless steel upper and the PU leather lower. The lower part of the headband features some padding which is quite thin to what I would normally expect, but as not a lot of pressure is applied to the head while wearing these, this isn't really a problem. The hinges are where things get a little different. What we have here is a support that features a cylindrical piece of metal with some 1More branding on there, and the plastic piece that is connected to has the 1More logo which features RGB. They do have very little movement, so unfortunately we don't have that lie flat feature that I prefer. And on the left hand side of the metal tube we have a plastic piece that extends out that is in fact RGB. And you would probably be assuming right now that this is the microphone, when in reality it is just an RGB stick. As someone who is not really a fan of RGB on products that I personally can't see when I am using it, I really don't understand what value the RGB stick holds, but let me know what you guys think down below. So on the outside of the ear cups we have a textured black plastic with some text and an RGB ring for more customization options. Taking a look at the other ends of the metal arms, you will find the ENC mics that will help with the noise cancellation. Moving on to the ear cups themselves, and again we have some PU leather with a generous amount of soft padding, and I must say they feel really nice. One thing definitely worth noting though, of course, is the opening size. It's not the largest, so if you have long large ears then you may want to look elsewhere, as your ears will not fit in the holes. They are definitely smaller than all the other headsets that I have here, so it's just worth bearing that in mind. The ear cups themselves also have some movement in every direction, making for a perfect fit when they are on your head. On the left ear cup is where you will find all of your controls and ports. We have a mic on and off switch, we have the volume scroll wheel, which also doubles as a button, and when you go ahead and press it in, you can then control the bass level, which I think is pretty nice. We also have our micro USB port and of course a 3.5mm for analog sound only. As I have already mentioned, the right ear cup is where you will find your microphone for in-game chat, etc. So as expected, there is an accompanying software that can be downloaded to control the VRX, and honestly it is pretty solid. It's well laid out and easy to use, so I certainly have no complaints. You have access to all of the settings you will need. You can toggle ENC on or off, you can play around with the pre-bundled EQ settings, or you can even go ahead and make your own, and you can of course set up your RGB however you wish. And we also have that head tracking, which I will come to shortly. So first of all, how is it for gaming? Well, when I set it up, I of course tried the default setting for gaming, and to be honest, I found it a little jarring. For example, while playing PUBG, bullets and vehicle sounds were just way too loud. I tweaked it a little using the EQ sliders, and honestly, I absolutely love it now. I can easily identify enemy footsteps, I can hear where shots and vehicles are coming from, and I can go as far as saying this is possibly going to be my new go-to headset. So as for the microphone, I did use it in Discord and during game, etc, and no one had any complaints at all. They could all hear what I was saying without any trouble. What I will say though is I did feel that the microphone lacks a lot of depth. I wouldn't be using this on Twitch or YouTube, etc for streams, but that is definitely just my opinion. It also does something pretty strange when you enable the noise cancellation feature. It kind of adds a filter to your voice and makes you sound a little weird, so I just left that off, and honestly it does a good job of blocking the outside noise off anyway. Okay, so as I mentioned, this headset features Waves NX head tracking, which sounds like a gimmick, but when you get this set up you will be amazed. The setup is fairly straightforward. Using the software, it literally takes about 2 seconds total, but when I enabled it, it tracks your head movements absolutely flawless. While I'm sure someone who has a VR headset would benefit from this more, I just went ahead and gave it a go anyway. Basically, if I turn to the left, you can hear all the audio shifting to the right. If I spin around 180 degrees and face away from the screen, I can hear all the audio behind me. It's such a cool feature, and when implemented properly during VR, etc., I'm sure this would blow you away. It's really hard to describe how good it is and how smooth the movement is when you are looking left, right, up, down, etc. You would really need to try it for yourself, but honestly, it is pretty awesome. So while this is a gaming headset, I decided to test the audio with some movies as well, and again I was super impressed. I did have to go and do some tweaking. When I found my perfect setup, the experience was just mesmerising. The mid-range is absolutely brilliant, and all the little details you wouldn't normally pick up can be heard, and honestly you just feel like you are in the movie. The maglev vibration also allows you to actually feel what's going on around you, and it's really hard to portray into words, but if you love your movies then you will absolutely love this headset. I know it's aimed at gamers, but this absolutely blew me away when I was trying to watch some movies on it. So that pretty much rounds the review up. For a second attempt at a gaming headset, I would have to say that 1More has done a fantastic job. The headset is really well built, it sounds absolutely awesome, and even the packaging is super premium. For £200 in the UK, I know it's going to be a hard sell when competing with other well-known brands, but if you're on the market for a new gaming headset, I could easily say that you will not be disappointed if you go ahead and try this. It's feature rich, and honestly there's only a couple of flaws that I didn't like, for example the microphone, but I'm sure Twitch and YouTube streamers who take things seriously will have a dedicated microphone anyway. So if you have any questions about the gaming headset, guys, you know you can just ask down below and I will definitely get back to you. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.